Hi, I'm Trixie, and I'm a grammar Nazi. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm so happy to have this off my chest. Hey Rabbits, it's Trixie, and I guess you have all heard the term grammar Nazi before. A grammar Nazi is a person that likes to point out / correct the grammar or spelling mistakes of other people. Some of them in a nice way and others go berserk. Oh, an answer. You're nice. You're. It can happen in a completely normal daily life conversation, or for example online, in the comment section of websites or boards. And yes, I have to admit that I have my grammar Nazi moments as well. You could, for example, consider these 2 videos some sort of grammar Nazi activity, I guess. At least according to the comment section. But sometimes, just sometimes, I also do things like this. And you know what? I enjoy it. First of all, I hate the term grammar Nazi. The word Nazi should never be attached to fun things. It should never be connected with anything but, well, Nazis? Some superbrain must have been like, haha, those people are so aggressive and serious about language errors. Like a militant language police. Aggressive militant police. Wait, Nazis? I'm a genius. But yeah, let's accept this for now. My own inner grammar Nazi is not only triggered by the internet. Also among my friends and family, I have been called a grammar Nazi like once or twice before. And yes, there is this part of me that starts feeling unpleasant, even a bit like in pain, whenever I hear or read severe grammar or spelling mistakes. I'm not talking about careless mistakes, autocorrect gone wrong, or a foreign language, but about the very basics of your native one. Just think about the your issue. No offense, but I mean, seriously? Your is the short version of you are. It's the conjugation of to be. The only more basic thing about speaking your mother tongue is that you have to open your mouth. How can you fuck this up? And possessive pronouns aren't rocket science either. How is this even confusable?
And you are all awesome and flawless, huh? F*** you, Trixie, you arrogant motherfucking bitch. Hey, I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. My fault. Reflexes. No, I'm not all awesome, flawless, perfect, or anything like that. I also do many mistakes, but I do have this sort of grammar Nazi gene somewhere inside of me, or however you want to call it, and I cannot change that. When I see a native English speaker confusing your and your, then it's like back in school. You know, when the teacher wrote on the blackboard and the chalk produced this horrible squeaky noise?
Ja, Kinder, heute lernen wir das einmal 1.
It makes me cringe because I actually don't know why. In fact, that's pretty strange, isn't it? Why do I even care? What makes me emotionally or almost physically attached to the correct usage of a language? Why are there grammar Nazis? To give a fair answer to that question, I would like to differentiate between 3 kinds of grammar Nazis. The first kind is the typical smartass. Annoying in real life, a pain in the ass online. Speaking and writing correctly is connected with a good education, so whenever a discussion reaches a point where the grammar Nazi doesn't have anything else to say, he just points out a random spelling or grammar mistake of his opponent and immediately feels intelligent and superior. But you know what? Criticizing someone else's spelling or grammar doesn't mean that you're smart at all. In fact, it's the cheapest and most effortless kind of criticizing or debating right after saying, it's right because I say so. Because it only targets the way that something is said and not what is said. They feel awesome by attacking someone for something that's not even up for discussion, without contributing anything useful or constructive to the actual conversation. Still leaving this I am smart and you are stupid aftertaste. It's kind of similar to this situation.
And I feel like whenever you switch from words to violence, then it's because you're too stupid to find the right words. But we should find a diplomatic way to solve this problem, and You didn't tie your shoelaces. I don't even have to listen to somebody that cannot tie his shoelaces. I win.
And this is super annoying. It doesn't have anything to do with the conversation. Maybe this is why grammar Nazis have a bad reputation in general, because these kind of people are what we connect with them. This kind of people we all know and we all hate. The second kind, mostly found online, uses the same cheap kind of criticism, but in a good way. He's actually something like an intelligent troll / social media hero, even though his trick got a little bit old by now. Let's say some idiot wrote a really stupid comment. There you go. Now the grammar Nazi jumps in, pointing out several spelling mistakes and leaving without further comment. The troll gets his mistakes served on the silver tablet, and they speak for themselves. Why is this entertaining? Because it means, you idiot cannot even spell simple words right. You are obviously stupid. No need to waste more words on you. However, none of that is actually said. It can be read between the lines, so it has a similar effect to irony or sarcasm, and is therefore considered a subtle kind of humor, spiced up with being a little bit of a smart-ass prick. And since, contrary to the example before, the person that is criticized is actually stupid, it is funny. But before calling me a smart-ass prick as well, let me explain how I ended up being a grammar Nazi. Here is type number 3. I already see the future comments in front of my eyes. You're German, of course you're a grammar Nazi. Ha 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 ha. What? We already had that? We already had that, really? Well, never mind. First of all, I'm quite a perfectionist with almost everything. And no, this is not the typical name a weakness that is actually a strength kind of thing. No, it can be really annoying. Whenever there's a way of doing something better, I will try to force myself to go that way, leading to me never being 100% happy with what I did. So I always wanted to learn how to say and write things 100% correctly, and sometimes I kind of forgot that others don't. The second and more material aspect is that I have worked with languages my whole 24.5-year-long life. All my life I have been writing. First little stories even before I went to school, and then whole books at around age 14. And one of my biggest dreams was always to become an author. And I still dream about it. Later in school I chose the language branch over the science branch. In Germany you have to choose between two of them and decide for some sort of direction when you do your A-levels. That meant for me that I had to write my most important exams in English and German, and I did my oral exam in French. Mais malheureusement, j'ai oublié presque tout. During this time, and especially during my studies, I worked a lot as a private teacher, giving lessons in English, German, and French. And many times I got hired as a proofreader for seminar papers, for example. And now I work in an international company, speaking English to people from all over the world. So all in all, I'm a person that loves and values languages. And I kind of feel that learning the correct grammar and spelling of a language is a respectful thing to do, as if I owe that to this language and its culture. Words are so much more than just letter combinations. I am a writer, I know the power of words, and sometimes I spend hours trying to find this one little word that translates my thoughts like no other word does. So the least I can do to thank this word for transporting an idea out of my brain onto paper is to learn how to write it correctly. And when I then hear or see someone that doesn't care about spelling or grammar, I kind of feel sorry for the language not getting the appreciation and attention that it deserves. At the same time, I see that not everyone wants to become a writer and has these feelings. I suck at geography, for example, and I guess there are many geographists out there that would want to chop my head off. Trixie, I just read a study that they found out that there are people that don't know what Budapest is the capital city from. Can you imagine that? Oh, do you see this crack in the floor? I think I'm gonna... We cannot all be ambitious and hungry for knowledge about the same things. I also agree that language evolves and that today's wrongs can be tomorrow's new variations. But there may be another video about this topic soon, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with my opinion right now. The third reason for my grammar Nazi career is that I simply like correcting things, without being arrogant or feeling superior or anything like that. Proofreading papers is fun to me, which tells you a lot about how much fun I am. It's like one of these spot the difference puzzles in magazines. Something is wrong, different, and it's my job to find it.
That's true muscles.
My mistake detection system is so sensitive that I sometimes know, wait, here's a mistake in this paragraph, before I've even read it. Just from the second I have looked at it, I just feel it. They instantly beep, 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 show on my inbuilt grammar Nazi radar. This is because I looked at so many words already. Words are my friends. I know how my friends look like. And that makes it easy to find the blind passenger. And whenever I do, I feel satisfied. I feel joy. Call me pathetic, but it is how it is. It is a game for me. And sometimes, like in casual conversations or when I'm reading my WhatsApp messages, I forget that I'm not playing right now. And that's where it becomes unpleasant and kind of painful for me. My brain enters the correction mode. I have a huge mission. Find the mistakes, help people understand. And they don't give a shit about it. Neither about the language they speak right now, nor about me and my stupid game. So to sum it up, I'm a grammar Nazi because I'm a perfectionist that wants to help others improve, and a hobby writer that loves and values languages and that considers proofreading a funny game. And yes, of course, sometimes I just want to be a smartest prick trolling back. There may be assholes out there, and I agree that being corrected can be super annoying. But maybe this video helps a little bit by differentiating the different types of grammar Nazis. Idiots, entertaining troll fighters, and passionate language lovers. Alright, end of the story. Do you think that I raised some interesting points, or are my theories ready for the garbage? Did I miss something important, or do you have a different opinion? Are you a grammar Nazi, or at least from time to time? If so, what are your intentions? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked the videos, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me happy. I wish you all a very beautiful day. Check out my other videos if you like to, and see you in the next one. Bye!